I'm very pleased that we had this important hearing this morning, and I'm very proud of the role that our colleague Mr. Keating played first in bringing these hearings and then in participating in them. And thank you, Mr. Chairman, for your leadership. 600 million women around the world are illiterate, nearly twice the number of men, and in rural Pakistan only 1/3 of women can read. These scholarships are so important. It's so important for the United States to put our money where our mouth is in helping women in Pakistan. The overall gender disparity is even more pronounced in higher education. Only 2 countries of 130 measured by the 2013 Millennium Development Goals report achieved gender parity in the area. And these disparities are very costly for women. They marginalize them politically, reduce their employment opportunities, and increase their vulnerability. President Obama has said that if a country is educating its girls, if women have equal rights, that country is going to move forward. But if women are oppressed and abused and illiterate, they are going to fall behind. And studies show that he is correct. So every year of primary school boosts a girl's future wages by 10 to 20%, and every year of secondary school increases that increase earning potential by 15 to 25%. The World Bank's top economist has said that financing women's education yields the highest rate of return of any investment in the developing world. These facts alone justify the efforts of the U.S. to promote female education worldwide. A recent IMF study also found that if females were working in the same proportion as men, we would see a 34% increase in the gross domestic product of Egypt, 27% in India, 9% in Japan, and even a 5% increase in the United States. And there is another compelling reason for the U.S. to support female education around the world. Educated women and girls are proving to be some of the most powerful weapons in the fight against violent extremism. The Taliban, we all know the story, exposed their fear of educated girls when they tried to silence Malala Yousafzai. Malala's incredible example is a reminder that females are ready to lead all over the world when they have the opportunity to go to school. When girls and women are educated, they are better able to combat extremism in their roles as mothers, community members, teachers, and activists. And simply put, the battle for hearts and minds cannot be won without the participation of educated women and girls. That is why this bill that we are marking up today is so important. It is clear that there are numerous tangible benefits to educating women and girls, but we must also remember that the right to an education is a basic fundamental human right enshrined in the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, and yet too many young girls are still stuck working at home during the school day. Too many are still being forced out of school and into early marriages. So we must ensure that promoting education for girls and women abroad remains a priority for the U.S. As remarkable young women like Malala have demonstrated, when education empowers women to shape their own destinies, extremism is doomed. So I am delighted to support this legislation and support the amendments that are also being brought forth to perfect this legislation. And I am glad once again that we are doing so in a bipartisan way. And I thank Chairman Royce and everyone who has worked so hard to bring this legislation and make it a reality. Thank you. I yield back.